Conquest, the series. And if you didn't watch my last video, we'll pretty much be going through each character and explaining them, or each class and explaining them, you know, to better provide understanding of not only how this game works, but also of how the classes work as well. You know, because this is a very difficult game if you're new to it or you're not entirely sure, you know, how to play it. So I hope that these guys will definitely help out anyone that's trying to get better at this game, or at least even trying to understand it. So we're going to be playing the Sentinel. It's the weekly event, as you can see, but we're going to start off with Endless Misery as we did last time, and we're going to do the Sentinel class. Now this class is one of my favorite personally, and it's simple. So based on the description, Sentinels focus on shooting as many arrows as they can. Their weak statistics can be greatly buffed with thoughtful preparation. Their ultimate ability, so pretty much you shoot arrows to gain energy. And then once you gain that energy, you have a phantom that shoots multiple arrows at whatever the target is, or multiple targets on the field. So, like I said, this is probably one of the easiest classes to play with, but at the same time, you know, you gotta still know how to defend yourself at this also. Alright, so this is a good enemy to start on, or I can explain. So this card here, Phantom's 8, it pretty much decreases the armor of any enemy, any single enemy. So as you can see in the description, it deals 1 hit for 6 to 10 damage and reduces the target's armor by 10 until the end of combat. So we want to do that. Now I don't need to worry about defending myself on this, but basically the way that this character defends themselves is by using barriers, sort of like with the Sentinel. And as you see, when I shoot arrows in the left, the charges go up. So it was at 0 to start, now I'm at 3. Now I can draw 2 arrows, but if I draw 2 arrows, it'll take away from, and I'll explain it. See, it took away my arrows that I had in storage. So the goal basically is like stacking up. You know, you just want to stack up your character and save the ultimate ability for when you really need it, or if you're trying to get an enemy out of there quickly, or multiple enemies, because it shoots at everyone on the battlefield. So again, I don't need to use fence, so I'm gonna leave it, and I don't want to smoke them, because not only a smoke shot, it won't stun him, but it also will increase his armor by 50 for 2 turns, and I don't want to increase his armor. So you go to the enemy type, so you can see infected human. So after like, I think 3 turns, 2-3 turns, this enemy type explodes. And if you're not protecting yourself, it pretty much damages everybody on the battlefield. So I'll just go ahead and boost my damage for 25 for the next 2 turns, and I'm just gonna get him out of here now. See? It's real simple. Like, you just shoot arrows, you gain energy. There's really nothing else to really explain as far as that part goes. The more arrows you shoot, the better chance you have of making it through to the next enemy, or the next level, or whatever game mode you playing. So I like to get this card here, or this passive ability, excuse me. In the first turn of combat, draw 2 additional arrows. Again, the more arrows you shoot, the more not only damage that you generate, but you also build your energy up as quick as possible as well. Alright, so you'll always have this card when you start each turn, so you can pretty much pile up on it. Now what I like to do on these enemy types here, see, I think I explained this in my last video, Abomination, it attacks everyone on the battlefield. So I want to get these sleeper out of here. These two enemies, see what their armor is at? It's at 50 on both of them. So I want to lower that. So I'm gonna could work on both of them at the same time, because this enemy in the middle, the abomination, is going to keep attacking. So best way to do that, let's reduce their armor by 25 for 3 turns, so that helps. And I want to use Fent so I can get the damage, the barrier, in case, you know, so I avoid taking damage. Then we'll use that. That's to lower armor. Go ahead and attack him. So I try to even these enemies out, because that abomination in the middle is going to attack both of them. That's my strategy for this. Alright, so he's going to do 9 damage. I had the barrier up, which was 10. So just pay attention to numbers. Just use another fence, see? I got 10, I don't need to use any more. Save them. Do that again. Attack. And I'm going to draw 2 arrows, even though it's going to take away from my stock, because I'm trying to get this, I'm kind of trying to get this battle over with fairly quick. Look at that. So they're down to that. I like this card because if your armor is lower than 25, then you'll get 100 barrier. So that's for protect this. And the reason why I didn't use Unbreakable Fence is because you need armor. I have 0 armor. You need armor in order for this to provide a barrier. So it's just something to know in case, you know, someone had a question about that. So I can just work on him, because his attack is going to kill both of them. And I'm going to use this only off the strength. This is probably going to kill them all, honestly. And that's the Phantom ability. Why take it to another turn when you can just get it over with? So any kind of card as far as like that either builds armor, which is important for this class. It was important for the summoner. Building armor is pretty much important for any class. But out of these choices here, I'm going to take the stun, because not only does it stun an enemy where they can't attack for a turn, but it reduces their armor by 10 until they're in the combat. So you pair that with the Phantom Shot that also does 10 damage, 6 to 10 damage to armor throughout the course of the combat. It's a plus. And I'm gonna take the barrier here too, just in case. Now this is where things get a little interesting. Usually I would say don't do this runestone. I mean, I could use it probably for damage. Maybe it would be better for, especially early on this game mode, this Endless Misery, because I mean, when you get to the second boss, it's going to be hard to win that anyway. So I'm just going to, I was generally thinking about getting this, but I think I'm going to just get this so I can boost my armor by 10. And then leave that there. But I'll show that if I get a chance to, that cracked Ethel, I don't know how to really pronounce it. How that works. Because it can help you, but then it can hurt you at the same time. So same concept, we just got our barrier up. We're just shooting as many arrows as possible. To lower their armor. And I'm going to stun him. Because not only will it stop him from attacking, but it also will lower his armor. And then put a barrier on me, because this enemy's about to attack me. This way I don't take any damage to my HP. Alright, so let's see if we can get him out of here. Alright, that's done. Now, I mean, it's only one enemy. I could, you know what, I'm just going to shoot the arrow. And then I'm going to use the barrier. Don't even overthink it. Because I forgot, when you hit this enemy type, the form peasant, every attack that hits this enemy, the attack on this enemy goes up. So I don't want his attack to go over 15 because my barrier was at 15. So honestly, I'm probably going to do this. And then I'm gonna do this. And I'm gonna shoot it one time. And I don't know if my ability is gonna, my ultimate ability, the Phantom, is gonna kill him, so I'm just gonna chill on that. I could release. This will do a lot of damage. Let's do it. Yep. Stunned him. And then I can shoot him. Alright. Yep. And that's pretty much it. Simple. You shoot arrows, but you just gotta strategize a little bit as far as, you know, should I get this battle over with, this combat over with, or should I take it to the next turn? Sometimes it's best to just get the combat over in that turn than to take it to the next turn, because you don't know what hand you're going to be dealt. Alright, so out of these cards, I generally probably would get this. The problem is, though, this card has many states. So you see the 1 out of 3 in the corner? So after I get that, right? The heal for 10 HP, even though we don't need the heal quite yet because we're not damaged, it's going to flip. And it's going to flip over to this, where I got to offer 10 armor for 3 turns, which could be detrimental. And then this offers 25% damage for 3 turns, loss of faith, before I can get it flipped back to Ray of Hope. So I'm just going to go with the Corrosive Rainfall, which pretty much, it'll draw arrows from your ultimate ability or your combat charges. But you'll be able to do 50 damage to their armor. I think it's 3 arrows that'll deal 50 damage for each arrow, armor damage, and for the rest of the combat, which is on top of the Phantom and on top of the stun. Like, you know, that's good for getting like enemies out of here. And in this, out of these passive abilities, that's good, but you can't use your ultimate ability every turn. So I think this is best. If you play 0 arrows in a turn, you gain 33 barriers. So just in case I don't have Fent, just in case I don't have Unbreakable Fence, I can use this. As long as I don't play any arrows, I can get 33 barrier. Waiting for an opening. And we're fighting the first treasure garden, which is, I think, the right key. Alright, same thing applies as always. This is pretty much my strategy of how I, you know, do it. That's one gone. I guess we can attack him too. And use this. And I'm gonna stun him. I didn't mean to stun him. I was trying to stun. It's cool. Just go ahead and use ultimate. I was trying to stun this enemy right here, because he has that. You see, anytime you see an enemy with that health icon like that, that means they're about to heal any of their allies that have been damaged. So that's why I was trying to stun, and I messed up. I didn't. Sometimes this game on a controller can be a little sketchy too. But you gotta take your time. So that's my fault. Luckily we didn't take any damage. Alright, so I'm gonna just go ahead and use that. Protect myself. Same thing. I'll leave that. I know I have 1 energy, but just in my turn. Same thing. Probably want to get him out because, yeah, both of their attacks would have been over my barrier, so I would have took damage. I could do this too. Reduce their damage for 3 turns. Put another barrier up. I'm gonna just end my turn there. Barrier for the heck of it. Gain damage. He's done. And I would shoot my Phantom, but you know what? We're gonna let it build up to get. We're gonna probably let it max to 15. I'm gonna try to, and then send all the arrows on the Rat King. Try to get him out of there as quick as possible. Same thing. Now we got Toxic. So I'm probably just gonna shoot all these at him. And he's done. So this enemy here, he'll always attack you for, I think, 4 to 3 damage, which is 4 times 3 damage, which is 12. So if you have at least a 15 barrier, you should be cool for the most part. I don't think he can buff his, I think only his armor buffs, but not his attack. So I'm just gonna shoot them all at him. I mean, it's not gonna stun him, but I can still reduce his armor by 10. See, went from 10 to 20. And then I'm gonna go ahead and use a barrier, and then I'm gonna use this. I could have used the Shadow, the Phantom's Aid, the Shadow Shot card, but this is gonna drain his armor quicker. It's 50. So he has a negative 170 armor. And then you just wanna, from here, I got a barrier, so I'm gonna, I could multi-shot him. And then we can fan him. And that's it. See, that multi-shot is crazy. I like any class with arrows. Cards like that where you can attack everybody on the battlefield. So satisfying. And unfortunate for the enemy. Alright, so here, I think I explained these enemies. Now, every time you hit one of these sick men, they will infect your deck with obsolete cards. And those obsolete cards, you have to remove them from your deck by the time you defeat that enemy, because if you don't, you're gonna take damage towards your HP, your base HP. So that base 60 that I have there, that'll get damaged. So I don't want to keep shooting at those enemy types, but instead the sleeper, I want to get him out of here, because I don't want him to come out of his sleep and then he's going to be ready to attack, and his attack is kind of like strong, and I think that enemy type attacks multiple times, so you don't want to do that. I mean, I could do this. Let me see if I flip it. Oh, it's okay. It's stunned. Yeah, why not? Then we'll go ahead and lower his armor, get in the shadow shot. And then I'll put a protection on me. Even though it's only 1 hit damage, you know me, I'm not trying to get hit. That's how I look at it. Like, I try to protect my base character as much as I can. I mean, you're gonna take damage eventually, but I don't think I can use this because it has to be equal or higher than 25, and I'm at 15. I might have to use my my Warning Lord to create a 20 barrier, but let's see if we can get him done. All right. Let me just take it. Alright, so that's done. That'll lower his armor. I'll use this just to protect me from off the rip. Shoot at him. See these cards. Red Death, you lose 2% of max HP. So you don't want that card in your deck by the time you defeat that enemy. Now I could attack him again, but if you see in the right corner, I have 0 out of 3 energy. So that means if I attack him, I won't be able to remove those infected cards from my deck. So I'm just gonna end my turn. Like again, I explained this before in my last video in the summit with the summon class, the summoner. Like these enemies are gonna be recycled. So my goal for doing this is to do each class and each character, but I'm not going to explain, you know, certain stuff over and over again, because it's just repetitive at that point. But I'll definitely, you know, talk you through what I do and, you know, what's inside my mind. So I am going to just shoot this. I shouldn't have wasted a point. Get that out. Get that out. I'm not going to shoot him again. You don't have to really ever worry about this enemy's damage going up above like 5. So you see what happened there? See, my HP went down by 2%. That's because when that enemy type died, I wasn't able to remove one of the cards, so I took damage. So that's the only thing you need to know really about this enemy type. It's not really difficult, but when this is more important for when your HP is at critical and you can't afford to take any more hits. You take any more hits and you're pretty much done. Yeah, you don't want that. You don't want that. I'm about to just multi-shot him and get it over with, but I think since we stuck with this strategy, I'm just gonna keep doing that. Like, I'm not worried about 1%. I'm gonna just use this because I can. Don't take a hit if you don't need to. And that's something I'm still, you know, I gotta tell myself. Look, I didn't think that was gonna kill him, and then I took damage. But it's cool. So I don't ever use anything from the grave or... This is actually an important note, by the way. I don't know how this works on any other gaming systems and platforms, PC or PlayStation. Again, I'm on Xbox. But I noticed on this game, when I ever tried to use a card where I had to pick a card or anything from a grave or from my deck, the game like freezes in the middle of like the battle. And then it's like you can't exit. If you quit, then it's like your game gets erased. It's like some kind of weird glitch. So just to let everybody know, I don't ever pick any cards from the grave. You see me play, I'll never pick any cards from the grave. So that's just my little input on that. This is draw 4 arrows. Why not? I didn't draw 2. This is worth 0. This is worth 1. Draw 4 arrows. Exile. Exile means that the card is going to be removed from your deck until the end of the combat. So I'm going to just go with this. Again, they're not great choices, but I don't have to take any of them, but if I don't take anything, I'm doing myself a dissatisfaction, which I believe I said in the past. So always take a card that's, you know, presented to you. All right, same thing. We're going after that middle enemy, but this enemy here is also a pain. The shaman. So what I want to do with him is I want to stun him because he's about to summon something that's going to hurt me. And I don't want that. Whether that's my armor or my attack strength. It's going to take some kind of like effect because he's spawning like some kind of buffed enemies, which you don't want. You don't want them to stay on the battlefield. So I'm just going to go right after him. And then I'm gonna use this too. Why not? Actually, you see my weird candle? Weird candle. I said it right this time. It was getting down to 4, so I used 1 to, you know. And the candle doesn't drain as quick in this game mode than it does in the actual, like, story. So you don't have to worry about that, but it is important to make sure that you have some kind of candle up there, because it's been in situations I didn't have a candle and it basically, the importance of having a weird candle, and I think I explained this a little bit too before, but I'll just say it again, is that it pretty much helps your deck. Like, there's certain cards that the game offers you in each hand that can either help you or they can hurt you. So if you're out of the weird candles, 9 times out of 10 you're gonna get a card that's not gonna be sufficient enough to like help you. So we're just trying to get him out of here. So I'm gonna actually go ahead and get that. Look at that. See? He summoned a totem, is what the actual term is, to try to boost not only his health back up, but also the allies, any ally on the field. So I didn't want that to happen. But yeah, we're just shooting arrows. We had the shooting range. That's literally what it is, archery. I like this card. Plan A. And then when you use it, it'll flip over to plan B. Discard all cards. Next turn, draw 0 arrows, and then in parentheses, 1 per each discarded card. So if I discard all my cards in my hand, and if any of those cards in my hand were arrow cards, no, I'm sorry, not arrow cards. If just any card or whatever, how many ever cards that I had in my hand, if I discard them all, my next turn, I'm gonna have X amount of how many arrows that I had in my hand, pretty much. So it just gives you some flexibility. And then plan B, you discard all cards, and then you draw maneuvers. So maneuvers are the fence, pretty much any buffs. The pebble throw, certain cards that I got already. These are maneuver cards. Any cards that are pretty much blue, these are maneuver cards. I don't think I really explained this in my last video. So these are all the maneuver cards that we have here. And the reason why it says 8 is because you can flip each one. No, you know what? I lied. I'm jacking it. The reason why it says 8 is because underneath Unbreakable Fence, there is a ×4. That means I have 4 of those cards. And then add the other 4 that's outside of that, and that's 8. Sorry. Providing false information, pardon me. Please don't kill me. Shot of Hope. I like this card too because it's a card that costs 0, and then you could deal 1 hit for 50 damage, and then you draw a card. Sometimes drawing that extra card, you know what I mean, can be helpful. We don't really need this because we already got Toxic. So again, I try to build my deck around my needs. I'm in a toss-up between these two. I think I'm gonna actually end up taking the Shot of Hope, just because like this game mode, you die and it's pretty much you start over. It's not really anything you gain from this. This is just like playing for fun. It's not like playing the story where you get, a whole bunch of like items and stuff like that after you win a battle. Let's take that. Every arrow played grants you 5+% damage. Why not? So I hate this enemy type. There's a lot of times I don't win against him. And this may be another one, but I try. You see his armor's already as, this is the Golem. Awakened Golem. See his armor's already at 75. It's going to go down as the course of the battle goes. So 75 armor, I'm not really going to do any damage on him. So I'm just going to go after him. Okay, that actually worked out pretty well. Now, you might as well get the Toxic shots, start draining this armor. Okay. Now, I could stun him, but if I stun him, he's going to summon another golem, like a small golem. And then his armor is going to go back up too by 50, so it's -75, so it'll go to -25. I can't sit here and take a 40 to 49 damage hit. And my barrier, if I play that, that's only 20, so I'll be taking damage. So I'm just gonna have to stun him, which I hate to do. But again, I'm gonna take an attack, but I'm gonna be covered with the barrier. And then with this class and any other class with that shoots arrows, the barriers only last one turn. Alright, I'm just stunning him. Because I know he's not going to spawn nobody else. Stun. I mean stun. Fit. So for this, I just want to try not to really draw any arrows. Kind of want to get this lower, but I can't do it right now. Let's just draw that. Tag. We'll just put that up. 8 times 3 is 24. Let's use the breakable. Cause that I would have took damage. Let's go ahead and use this to lower their damage. And then I'm going to go ahead and do that. I could block. That's going to take some of my armor away. I lose 10 armor until the end of combat. So this card kind of is detrimental. Let me see if I can use my... Okay. I knew he was going to spawn another one. I should have chilled. Now I'm kind of tempted to use this. Might as well get the 50 damage. Attack him. I had to use a block. He would have broke through my barrier. Things are definitely getting hairy. So I gotta use that. So it's gonna be 30. If I stun him again, I lose 10 armor until the end of combat. I don't think I should do that. I'm gonna take a hit, but... And again, I do have the, you know, if I don't shoot any arrows, I got that 33% barrier, but it's kind of negated with this battle because you kind of got to be on the attack. The longer the battle goes on, his damage keeps going up. So I was thinking like to just keep attacking, but at this point we already kind of made our bed with the armor situation, so I ain't got no choice but to just try to keep attacking at this point. I'll use a healing mixture, and I'll use another weird candle. Hopefully I get something good that can help me turn this battle around, and I don't. We got no armor. I'm just gonna keep attacking. I gotta flip these cards, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and use my Phantom. See, I'm trying to get him out of here, but that probably just made him more mad. I thought I was done. Gain 200 damage this turn. So like I got the damage, but what can I do with it? Good block. We're gonna have to block. I can't lose any more armor, so I'm gonna leave that alone. I could just go. I'm probably just gonna attack him. So close. I got a block this time, just so I don't get hit. And I should be able to block this attack. Ooh, 132 damage is crazy. I don't have any cards here. Here we go. Okay. That might have saved me. And it did. So I'm gonna just use this to try to start getting my armor back up. And he's only 4 to 6, so cool. I had 12 barrier. I got 12 barrier on, so I should be able to get this. I'm gonna release. Yep. We pulled that one out. That was close. That was super close. Let's unlock another armor. I generally unlock another armor slot. Like I said, you have to stay on that golem. If you don't, like, not every battle is gonna go that way. I need both, really. Usually I would get the weird candle, but I need the health. Usually a lot of the battles when you face him in this game mode, it's not gonna go that way. But sometimes you get lucky at the same time, so you just take it with a grain of salt. It's one of my favorite things to say. All right, so this is where things get a little annoying here. So I still got this. I need to flip this card around, which I think I'm gonna do now. And I'm just gonna attack him because you gotta figure out which enemy annoys you the most when it's multiple. So this enemy annoys me the most. I'm going after him. And then he's about to do something. You see that little... What's his name? What's his name? The range red piece? Yeah, I never even knew these enemy types' names until I started doing this. That's crazy. But yeah, he creates barriers to protect his allies. I don't want him to do that. So, it's done. But I gotta protect myself too, because I didn't... Oh, wait a second. Could draw 2 more arrows. And he's done. Attack him. And now I gotta heal. I wouldn't have died, but he was gonna do 8 damage to me. I'm gonna have to take this hit. That's cool. 30, I like that. I'm not really worried about that. I'd rather take... So, these are the cards that I'm talking about that helps improve your deck. They're weird cards. As you can see, a card granted by the weird is removed from your deck after playing, disappears on its own after combat ends. So again, that's why in the top corner of the left, the weird candle, the blue lines going around, you want to have that pretty much as max almost all the time to have a chance. Once you don't have any more weird candles, it's kind of like, I wouldn't say game over, but it's pretty much close to that point. Alright. So we're just attacking, make sure I protect myself because I don't want to take that damage. I'm just going to continue to attack. See, I'm just going to continue to attack him because he's trying to heal. And I'm not going to let you do that. I'm sorry. I'm not going to scream, I'm not going to yell, but I'm just not going to let you do that. Might as well. And I'll just flip it around. Why not? Tag him. Corrosive. I love the toxic shot. That's it. Just shoot arrows. That's all I can tell you. Shoot as many arrows as you can. That's rag. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this just because it can buff my armor. And I'm gonna get this berry. Even though I could fully charge my ability, I mean, the ability with this class is kind of like, it kind of builds up quick on its own. You don't really need to kind of charge it. You just shoot arrows. Now I could use this. Since I got all that toxic stuff, I could use this and put it in my armor slot. Or I could put it in my damage slot. I might put it in my damage. Cause like I'm already like, it's good to have actually, if you do decide to use this card, and again, this is what I'm talking about. Not card, this runestone. If you put it in your weapon slot, you increase everyone's damage. So you increase your damage by 10%, and all the other allies, enemies, whoever you got on you, who's ever on the field, every turn. So that's kind of something you don't really want, but I'm gonna use it because I want to boost my damage up now that the enemies are starting to get a little more tougher. Usually I would put this in my armor slot, and then you see in the armor slot every turn increase everyone's armor by 5, which again, that could be cool, but if you don't have no way to, if it's multiple enemies, 2, 3 enemies, how can I lower everybody's armor at the same time? So I'd rather take the damage buff. And this is the enemy I don't like, so I'm getting him out first. Now, I was going to say I didn't have a maneuver card for armor, but I do now, so I don't have to use the smoke shot because I don't want to boost up his armor. So I'm just going to use Finn. Protect myself from getting hit. What's the flip on this? You know, I might actually use this just so I can flip it. So when next time I use it, I can use the other side of the card. So these arrow class cards, they're all about flipping cards too. Look at that. See? My damage kept going up. Got him out of there. 10% increase each turn is big. Alright, I'm going to take this retreat tactics because I want that barrier. Yup. And you can flip that card 3 times. Or it will flip 3 times. Each hit has 10% chance to deal 50% more damage. Each hit has 5% chance to reduce enemy's armor by 20. I think I'm going to go with that. Well, this has a 10% chance to reduce enemy's armor by 5. You want to take the 5% chance or the 10%? I'm going to take that just because 20 armor on top of, again, this deck building. So I got all these toxic cards. Might as well, you know, play to my strength. Alright, so I did flip this card, which I think I'm going to chill on it right now. So this enemy type is easy. I don't really think I explained him the last time I fought him. But yeah, pretty much you want to shoot you want to target the enemies that are on the side of him, and they'll attack him. You see how they're green right now? That means they're going to attack you for plus 18. So I don't want that to happen. I'm just going to put a barrier up, and I'm going to just attack. I'm going to just start working on one. See that? Now it turned red. Now he's going to attack this enemy here in the middle, but he's still going to attack me at the 18, and then he's trying to do something. I could smoke shot him, but I don't want his armor to go up, and he's about to take a 20 damage hit, so I'm going to just leave it in my turn. That's pretty much all you got to do in this battle, but you got to still protect yourself. So go ahead and do that. Go ahead and do that. Use, and then we'll just end it. That's right, I forgot if I don't shoot any arrows, I get that 33% barrier, which I think I may. Oh yeah, let's use that. And then yeah, let's get that 33% barrier. Forgot I had 27, 12, 35, so I'm going to have to use that. Protect myself a little more. Attacking them. See that their damage is going up. That's why I said, especially when you got that Crackman runestone, you want to get these battles over with quick. Because you don't want their damage to keep rising too high. So now he's about to attack him. Let me just start attacking him. Now they're both about to attack him for 48 damage, 24 and 24. Yeah, might as well. Shoot the ultimate ability too. Alright, now I might have to use my barrier. I'm gonna have to stun. I'm gonna aim at him just because I know that will lower his barrier. And I am going to stun him. I'm gonna use my barrier so I don't take any damage. He's gonna attack him again. My turn, please. No. I want to use that, but I don't, because I need that point. I need the energy. So I'm just going to attack. Oh, he's cooked. Let me just put this on me, though, to protect me. He's done. Once he hit him once, it's over. Bang. 52. Straight hitting with that hook. Now I'm gonna definitely use the reward to get my 10 health. Alright. So this is where things start getting annoying. This is my least favorite enemy type out of these three, but then I want to get the sleeper out of here too. So I may have to just stun him, and I'm just going to attack the sleeper. I'm already protected with my barrier. And yeah, I'm just in my turn. Barrier up. Protect. Now I'm going in. Get that armor right out of here. See, when you got that extra 10% each turn on top of everything else, it just makes a huge difference. Now this is a little trickier. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get him out of here. Maybe. Trap. That's that trap card. Alright, now we starting to build our deck here. Now I'm going to get this card. I'm going to get this again. And now you about to watch it. We about to watch it in tandem. Just what I was talking about. Every turn increase everyone's armor by 5. Every turn increase everyone's damage by 5. Weapon slot. Armor slot. Let's go. This is what I wanted to showcase here. Now you see, look, they all got 5% armor. They usually wouldn't have that. So I start getting to work. Now usually in this case I would go after the Faith Healer, but he's gonna put a barrier on him too, so I'm going right after him. Right after this person. Because again, he's my least favorite enemy type out of the bunch, and I want to get him done with. I don't know if this is gonna get him. Ah, I did. Now I can stun him and put the barrier up. I didn't have to put a barrier up, but why not? Problem is with stunning him though, it raised his armor up another equal or smaller than 25. Yep. It raised his armor up. I didn't really want. That's cool. I could discard this. Yeah, why not? Plan A. I like that card. Just that's something. If I was a character in this game, like that's something. That's a card I would have on my deck. Plan A and Plan B. Cause you know Plan A ain't gonna work half the time. Plan B might work. I might have to have a C in there too. I'm just saying. I didn't mean to do that. It's cool. Oh. I should have killed him. It's cool. His armor. Destroyed it. Destroyed his armor. So I said, this is why this class is like one of my favorite. I'm telling you, it's like as simple as it. I like stuff simple. You know, you see me play. You know, anybody knows me. I keep it as simple as possible until if it requires me to step out my element, I gotta get a little more what I mean into it. Then all right, I could do that. But I plan to be nonchalant, chill, and just play it. Now this is good to have too here. Multi-shot before using an ultimate ability. I always usually take this. But this is good too. I hate when they put good passive skills together. Not really caring about this camouflage, but these two. At the end of your turn, gain 15 barrier for each point of unused energy. Unused energy. I think I'm going to take the multi-shot before using the ultimate. We got another boss. Alright, I don't know if I fought him before. I think I did, but he's the main boss. Ran the Sullen. But this Renegade Protector protects everybody on the field. All attacks for anybody other than this enemy, they're all going to direct to him. This is why it's a problem to have on not only increase everyone's armor, but then increase everyone's damage too, because as I'm working on him, everybody else's damage is going to increase. I can't attack them. So this is where things kind of get a little hairy at. But we're going to do our best because their armor's going up, so is mine. Time to use that. Get the 50 armor. Just protect yourself, that's all. And then, keep my damage going up too. He's gonna heal him. I should have stunned him, but it's cool. We're gonna get it done either or. Probably about to use a weird candle. Yeah, see, he's lowering my armor. I should have did that. This might be it here. I should be in that 33 barrier percent. Yeah. I ain't forget. Now this is where that 33 barrier come in. Problem is though. Oh, alright, no, we cool. So I'm getting my armor up. I'm just gonna attack, man. I'm trying to get him out of here. Longer he stays in there, this protector, the harder this battle is. Keep lowering my armor. Keep going higher. Shoot. This might be it. Multi-shot before his ultimate ability, right? Let me see. It didn't do what I thought it was going to do, though. So I'm about to take hits. Twelve times 560. Yeah, I'm probably done here. That's why I said, when you boost up everyone's armor 5% every time, or their attack, and you use them in tandem like that, a lot of times it's not going to work. So that's why I wanted to show that. Like, it seems like it's a good thing, but when you have multiple enemies in that situation like that, it's just not it. Alright, so let's go ahead. Since we introduced the Sentinel class, let's jump into the weekly event. This looks pretty much almost identical till when we play as a summoner in the weekly event. Only Sentinel difficulty 3, which isn't too bad. Start with 2 weapon slots unlocked. Start with 2 armor slots unlocked. 3 rune stones drop every combat. 1 item drops from every combat. You don't get any new passive skills, and you don't get any new cards at level up. That's kind of disappointing. Difficulty 3, hard fights, tough enemies, hard bosses, 120% currency gain. Let's do it. Let's see if we can do this. Alright, so we're jumping right in. I already see the enemy type. I may actually just go over here and boost. No, I don't think it's gonna let me. That's cool. Light a candle. So I explained this enemy type already. Same thing applies here. Just keep attacking. Reduces armor by 25 for 3 turns. Reduces armor by another 20 until the end of combat. Just get him out of here. Oh. So we don't get no cards and no passive skills, but we get rune stones, which is great. Every turn, gain 2 armor until the end of combat. I want that. Heal for 1% of max HP after killing an enemy. Heal for 5% of me. Max HP after every combat 1. Every enemy has a chance to drop. I'll leave that there. And I'll put this in my put this in my weapon slot. Heal for 1 HP, 1 max HP after killing an enemy. So you already know what I do. Just go here. I just boost the milestone's range. Trying to see who's, you know, especially on like when the difficulties get harder, you look around and see who like is the easier fight. You see usually an enemy by itself. It's probably an easy fight, but not all the time. So don't quote me on that. So pretty much just doing everything that we just talked about. Right, some more. I see one here at the end of each turn, create 15 barrier. I like that. I should actually double up on that. I think I learned that the last time I did that. I was like, yo, I didn't know you could double up on this, on the runestones. That makes sense though. So I'll be getting 30 barrier after every turn. Just fighting anybody I see, honestly, at this point. Attack yourself. About to summon somebody. You see the moon ring over their head? Means they're about to summon something. I mean, not the moon ring. That symbol. Whatever symbol this is. That was the enemy that they spawned. Just got that person out of there quickly. They got multi-shotted up their armor. My damage up. shot at him, it'll kill him. You can also shoot just an arrow at him. Be forgetting, I could just ultimate ability. More runestones? I like it. Ooh, after everyone's death, gain a barrier. Why was I only getting 10 barrier on that? I feel like, I don't know if maybe they cursed me or something. I gotta see in this next battle. Cause I wasn't getting no 30
the man, he doesn't greet you.
barrier.
Suddenly he...
So just train with him, and then every 10th hit in combat is double. Increase the maximum damage you deal by 3. I just do this, gain 5% damage each turn. Not really too complicated there. Guess that's the enemy, Golem. Oh, my candle is burning. Let me try to even go over here. Boost this smile range. Milestone range. Oh, I thought I messed that up. So I like to boost the milestone range so I can look around the battlefield to see what enemies to fight. I'm already low on my candles. So we gotta win some more battles. So, oh yeah, that's right, you don't get no new cards. Just thought about that. I'm like, do I want to even do I want to run from this? I'm running. I like that sound. Yeah, nah, I didn't even like that battle there. No. Not for my situation. That just looked like it was going to be annoying. And that enemy type, every time you hit them, it's 3 of them, their damage goes up. Yeah, no, that was a... I wouldn't necessarily say a lose, but... It would have been a challenge. I'm already about to be out of weird candles. I'm gonna have to fight the golem probably. I don't know if I'm gonna beat him. Well, I should get a berry after my turn, right? Better. Just flip this around. Yeah, there we go. I was like, where's my 30 barrier at? Alright, so we cool. Just keep shooting. So we gonna get the barrier after the turn. You just hit him. Yeah, I'm not gonna shoot him again. Shit hurt me. Yep, because I killed him. Alright. Right. That one's still there. Hopefully I can remove it. Okay. Oh no. Alright. Alright. Whatever. I feel like I took damage on that, but it's cool. Now we can probably heal for some HP. Maybe on one of these. Yeah. I don't think I can get that yet. Wait. I think I can get it for 150 if I perform a ritual. Shoot. Alright, it didn't go away. Yeah, I might have to go and fight Golem. If I find a 120. Let me go back. About to not have no candle.
The priest. She can't.
That'll help. Oh boy. Why not? I gotta get the healing potions. It's 15 barrier now because I took away some healing. Take some damage here. Oh, yeah, that's right. The 15. That's right. I forgot. He's gonna heal. Attacking him because he's about to be dead. Bullcrap. Stunned with the 1%. Yeah, I'm gonna switch this back. I'm probably gonna put it on this. Start every combat with 50 plus damage over that. Cause I think I'm gonna have to go fight him now. After killing an enemy, gain 100% damage this turn. I think I'm gonna go with this.
Oh, before you have it.
I can tell you, I already messed this up. I already messed this up. I'm gonna have to fight the golem with no candle. I didn't know the candle burned that quick. Like I said, this is my first time doing this weekly challenge. I usually, do them when I stream. It's cool. Just not about the hill. And I didn't mean to hit him. I told you. Yeah. like this card. I'm gonna take. Hey, yo, what the heck? Maybe I should take this. Maybe it might help, or maybe you might just die. Why not? I feel like it's going to probably be over for me anyway. Okay. Hey, and any certain great barrier. I know I got another one up here. Oh, they all combined it. The first hit in the turn has 10% life still. Kind of use that. Every turn gain 2 armor. Or I could go with this. Increase everyone's armor by 5, which I just said I wasn't going to use, but I might. Because I'm going to be in trouble in this battle.
I'm glad you're here. I want to... I'm too far...
Just ask for healing. You can learn the secret spell, but I'd rather take the potions just because I feel like you got a little more flexibility. Alright, now we just going to go right to him. Because I have 0, like, this is bad. I have 0 weird candles left. So, I don't know how this is going to turn out. Right. I probably shouldn't have did that. I'm not gonna die, but I'm be close to dying for sure. But it's cool. Alright, I forgot I got that barrier. That's what's up. Alright. You know what? I'm not so intimidated no more. Use the fence with it? Why not? Just for extra protection. Get him so I can get the barrier. I'm not dying. I can stun him, but actually do this. My armor going up, his armor going up. Back at it again. I don't know if I'm gonna die or not. Okay, it gave me 30 barrier. I would have taken a big hit. Just go through that. Use that. What's up? My armor going up too. What's up? low-key want to get this, but I don't. So I'm not. However, I'm thinking I shouldn't get it, and I'm not. Let me use the barrier. I'm not going to use the arrow bag. I'm trying to get my ultimate up to 15. Crap. This is what I didn't want to happen. I got to use this. So this is what happens when you don't have any weird candles, what I was saying. Once your weird candle gets a certain percentage low, which is right where it's at, you start getting cards like these. So I'm in a situation where I either put 10 barrier on the enemy or I lose 10% of my health. Honestly, I could probably just lose the 10% of my health because we got life still on. So I think I'm gonna do that. But usually I would put the barrier on, so I don't take the hit to life. Yeah, I'm not. I'm gonna chill. As long as I keep my armor up, it should be okay. Keep lowering hits. We got 15. Use it. That's what I'm talking about. Just keep on attacking him. Just get him out of here. I'm not using no risk. I'm not using no stun. I'm not using no block. They try and force me to. Got the barrier. Seize the opportunity. I'll use this because I only have 3. And I'll do more damage now on him. Almost. We can use that. Use that too. Same strategy. What's that, 28? I'm gonna get 30. Should be alright. Could use this. Yeah, use this. And then ultimate. Wow. Now that was a situation where because I didn't have any more weird candles, I only had like 1 left, I decided to put on every button, gain armor. That was a situation where it benefited me. Had I not had that on, I probably would have lost that fight. So I just showed 2 examples in Endless Misery of how it's beneficial. Then I just showed you an example in the weekly event of how it's beneficial. Gain +1 energy every 3 turns. What? So I'm thinking, should I take this off now? Should I leave it on? I think I'm gonna leave it on just because, like, I don't know what I'm about to do now. But I do know that you don't get a spell. Okay, you do. Draw 2 more cards in the first turn of combat. Every 10th card in 1 combat creature you damage rock 10. After killing an enemy, heal yourself for 2 HP. I mean, we already got the life still on. I probably leave that on, so I'm gonna take that dynamic entry, and I'm just gonna go. I'm not even gonna bother. When you're doing a weekly event, goal is to just try to get through it. Don't fight everybody. Fight enough people where you can rank up to a certain extent. Especially when you ain't got no weird candles, which I don't. So I just always scan around the battlefield. So I see that enemy type that I'm looking straight ahead at right here. I'm not trying to go too far over, but I see behind that the Manices, I don't know. That could fill my life back to 100%. That person can. So I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna fight the boss here. My armor's gonna keep going up, so I should be okay.
Deep
Oh,
within
no.
the weirdness, he doesn't look all that.
I don't got no problems with you. I just don't got no candle. This is stuff that happens when you don't use a candle. Contribute.
You give him the
Yeah,
coin.
bro. You could take the 50. I just was not trying to fight anybody right before I'm about to fight a boss. Nah. I just gave him the $50, man. I be alright. I get it back. We just going on an attack, and again, we got on everybody's armor raises. So we'll see how much this helps me, and how much it benefits me or not. And then we still get that barrier, that 30 barrier at the end. That's important. 21, so I should be okay. What's that? Not. So on this boss, I just work on whichever branch, like, you have to destroy, I'm trying to get to it, the corrupted tree. You gotta destroy either this arm or this arm. Basically, before you can destroy him. So that's what I'm doing. I just work on the one. It's kind of hard to work on two at the same time, especially with the armor going up. So I just usually generally just work on the one side. And then you just want to build your ultimate ability. I think you got a better chance when you use that cracked man when it's in your armor slot than when you put it on everybody to boost up their attack. I think that's where, you know, the card isn't as great, or the broomstone. So we got one half done. Looks like I got my ultimate ability. You can multi-shot too. That's cool. Destroy him. Destroy him. Just use the barrier. Even though I didn't need to. I don't think I can stun him. Shoots. You can only stun him when he has both branches, but not when he has one. That's my bad. So I'll shoot that at him. See, when he's going to be the last one left, his armor's going to be so high up. I haven't had any time to work on it. Start working on the other side. Look at the armor on that side. I gotta lower that. See, this is where I could definitely use like the toxic shots. because we don't get any new cards. We'll probably ever have toxic shots, not in this playthrough. Slowly just trying to lower it and get him out of here. This was here because I wanted it to. Alright. Should be able to get him out. Hi. Hi, his armor up to 75. Start working on the boss. I'm probably just going to start working to get him out of here. That barrier off him. Of course. Of course he was spawning other people. Wait, why didn't he die? See how drawn out this is? Because of the armor? But it's helping me out. It's like a lose-lose, you know? You get the benefit from it, but I'm just gonna use this. This better go. You almost done now. I'm probably gonna remove that out. Then again, I don't know. I might leave that in. I might actually leave that in. 9 times out of 10, it's just one boss we trying to work on anyway. I'm gonna take this. I'm just gonna return. Next boss. I don't have any weird candles. We're just gonna fight the boss at this point. Unless I see something that I know for sure. Come on. Yes.
As the flicker.
Barely made it. Oh, that boss type. He's not really that difficult. If I got my armor up. This weird candle's about to drop. I don't want to. I'm just gonna have to run over here as quick as possible. Alright, we going to him. So y'all, we just hunting. We hunting. We boss hunting. It's bug hunting season. Oh boy. So I just work on this boss, to be honest with you. I don't even worry about the other enemy types in this. Probably should, but should have probably started. Crap. See, armor is fire. Using it all. See, you should not hit me. Gotta stay on him. Because you don't, his armor's gonna keep going up. The longer the battle goes on, though, it helps me out too. 44 and 2, 88, 87. I could take the hit. I could take the 1 point. Gotta stay on him. Oh, that's right. I keep on forgetting I got that barrier boost. That bird. Staying up, bro. I said, when you commit to this already, you just kind of got to display it. I already committed with this armor. Did not mean to do that. I already committed with this whole armor situation. I'm gonna cost myself on that, though. I wanted to smoke. did not mean to do that. It's cool. Cool. What the hell? I'm trying to... I can't. You getting that barrier. It's cool. I don't think they can do anything to like negate my armor. So I'll stay at 75 armor. I think he's trying to heal again. I gotta do that. I didn't want to do that, but he's trying to heal. Yeah. Good cards from the weird candy. Help me out. That's crazy. I think they be like sacrificing themselves. I did not mean to aim at him. I pisses me off when I do that. I feel like he's gonna get a barrier. Oh, it's when you hit him when he's done. I can't get his armor no lower. Yeah, this is gonna be a problem. Trying to heal again. About to do. I'll do something. Yeah, I screwed this. That's a lost cause. What happened? That's what I be talking about when it like freezes like this sometimes. Alright. His armor at 75. Plus. I kept stunning him too. I messed that up. Yeah. I wasn't about to sit through that. That was a lost cause. That's why. Look how long. Well, I don't know how these people be doing it. 18 minutes and 49 seconds is crazy. I feel like anything under an hour, let alone. Crazy, crazy, crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna call it here. Hope everyone enjoyed the stream. The Sentinel class gameplay. Again, I'll keep this series going until I explain each class. And then once each class is explained, then we'll get back to, you know, what we've been doing. So, everyone enjoy their evening. Definitely, if you like this video, definitely leave a message, like, subscribe, support, follow. And I'll definitely show the same love back. In the meantime, see you in the next one.